Hi there, Catrice Jackson here, international speaker, boss lady of branding, and international best-selling author. I just wanted to take some time to really just share my story with you. And beyond the brand, beyond the images, the videos, the photos, the graphics, all of those things that really do make up your brand. I want to talk to you today about the soul of your brand. I want to talk to you today about building your brand from the inside out. And I want to tell my story as a part of sharing this lesson and this teaching opportunity with you. So when I started my business back in 2008, absolutely nobody told me, Catrice, you need to start with your brand. So that's why it's so important for me today to tell you, if you have not started with your brand, if you are not using your brand as your #1 business asset, you absolutely have to do that. So when I started my business back in 2008, I went out into the world. I showed up in the marketplace the way I thought I was supposed to. But one thing I did do for sure is that I showed up as a very true, real, and authentic woman. And when I showed up confident, I showed up assertive, I showed up like, hey world, here I am. My name's Catrice Jackson. I have something special to share with you. And what I realized in that process is that many people didn't appreciate Catrice Jackson showing up confident and strong and bold and brave and a little bit in your face, because that's just a kind of what my personality is. So flash forward many years, I went through the struggle of trying to figure out who I was as a brand. I went through the struggle of trying on this brand and trying on that brand. I tried different marketing strategies. I went through different coaches. I did different programs. I read all the books that I could read. And here I am 6 years later, still in business. Thank God for that. But you know what? The journey has been bittersweet, as you could probably imagine. One of the things as business owners is that we really feel like we have this huge mission and this message that we have to get out into the world. And that's what I felt. I knew I had something great. I knew that I had something that could transform the lives of people. But I wasn't sure how to get that message out into the world. And so the struggle was, how do I communicate why people should choose me? How do I communicate why this service, this offering, this product, this program has the ability to transform your life? I struggled with, how do I define my own language? How do I separate myself from the pack? How do I speak directly to the clients who I want to work with? Yep, I struggled with all of that. But you know what? I'm here to say, and I'm standing firm, and I'm excited about the fact that I can now say I don't have that struggle anymore. My brand is clear, it's strong, it's relevant, it's solid, and I know how to use this brand from 35 different angles that I developed in my 30-day brand program to really communicate the brand of me. So when I talk about the soul of your brand, it really is about branding from the inside out. Yes, your logo, your web design, your colors, your fonts, your photos, your videos, and all the visual things that you are creating or working on right now, all those things really do matter. But you have to be able to communicate the soul of your brand. You have to be able to communicate your big why. You have to be able to communicate what are your core values. Because at the end of the day, folks, that's what people are attracted to. They're attracted to your soul essence. I call it your soul scent. So every time you show up in the world, you're kind of spritzing your soul scent out into the world. And people are getting a whiff of it. And they're saying, that smells great. I want to learn more about that. Or they're saying, no, I don't like that. That doesn't feel right for me. And so you have to learn how to communicate that soul essence, that soul purpose, that soul scent of your brand. So when I had that struggle, I didn't know the power of branding. I really didn't know what a brand was. I thought I had a brand, but obviously I did not. And so my struggle, my pain has become my purpose. I know that struggle. I know that pain. I know that I'm ready to give up and walk away feeling. And it wasn't until I identified my brand, I unleashed my brand, I released my brand, and I owned what I call my irresistible trademark. That one thing about Catriceology Enterprises that I offer to the world that nobody else offers. I know exactly what that is. I also know how to use what I call the psychology of branding to speak to the heart and mind of my ideal clients, so that when my message goes out into the world, it goes exactly to who I want it to go to. It's almost like a bat signal that when Catrice speaks to her ideal clients, they hear me. They can hear my message because it's uniquely designed for them. Now, these are some of the things that I teach in my Irresistible Brand program, but I'm sharing this message with you today that just over a year and a half ago, I was ready to quit. I was ready to walk away. I was tired of trying to get my message out there, tired of the struggle, just sick and tired of being sick and tired. And in one of those wonderful moments that happens in the shower for me often, I prayed to God. I said, God, I know you gave me this. I know you gave me this message. I know you gave me this vision, and there is something for me to do in the world. I said, give me one word. One word. I promise I won't ask for anything else. But give me one word to help me to hold on to this mission and this vision and to get out there and do what you created me to do. And surprisingly enough, the one word that I got was branding. And I thought, what the hell? Branding? I'm not a brand expert. I'm not even sure if I have a brand. How am I going to use branding to carry out the mission? But I thought about it. And I jumped out of the shower and I got dressed. And for the next 30 days, I submersed myself into everything about branding that I could get my hands on. I got some coaching, I got some mentoring, I took some classes, I read lots of books, I stayed up late, I studied, I planned, I plotted, and I created the Catriceology Create Your Irresistible Brand in 30-Day program. And not only did I create that program, but I did the program on myself. And here I am a year and a half later with a solid brand that's crystal clear, that's very relevant, that's highly needed, that I think is a little bit irresistible. And I can speak my language. I can attract my clients. People are signing up for programs. I'm getting invited to speak. And I am rocking the brand of me. And that one word, branding, changed it all. I realized in that moment that I didn't have a brand, that I wasn't communicating a brand, that I wasn't leveraging a brand, that I wasn't building my products from my brand up, that I wasn't launching programs that enhanced or showcased my brand. I realized all of that. And so that pain that I had, that struggle that I had, has now become my purpose, because I don't want anyone else to feel that pain. And I guarantee you that if you lock into your brand, if you create it, if you release it, if you unleash that brand into the world, it is going to make a huge difference in how you feel and how you show up and how people perceive you in the marketplace. Now, sure, launching is important, marketing is important, sales funnels are important, strategies are important, business plans, all those things that you've heard are important to have in business. Absolutely, got to have them. But you can't do anything without having a strong, relevant, distinctive brand in the marketplace. Because the truth is, that is what people buy. If you look in your closet, you're going to find brands. If you look in your refrigerator, you're going to find brands. If you go and shop for anything right now, you are going to be shopping for a brand even when you don't know that you're shopping for a brand. So some of the struggle is that people really still don't understand the power of branding, and that is why I am so passionate about not only teaching you the importance of branding, and not only teaching you how to create a brand and leverage it, but what I specialize in is teaching you the psychology behind the brand. So I help you step back and look behind your brand so that you can use it and leverage it in a way that it speaks directly to the clients that you want to work with. So I teach you the psychology of branding. I teach you the neuroscience of why people buy, what makes them buy, what buttons do you need to push psychologically and emotionally to get people to buy what it is that you're selling. That's my irresistible trademark. That's my secret sauce. And you know, I just want to share my story with you because I still see people who come to me for branding services who have no idea what a brand is. They think they know, but once they go through the program, they really figure out what a brand is. I see people who come to me with beautiful websites, wonderful graphics, fabulous videos, but they don't know what the heck they're selling. So my question for you today is, what are you selling behind what you are selling? And if you look at some of the amazing big brands out there, they know. I trust and I know and I believe that I bet you they have a psychologist on their team who's helping them also understand the psychology of branding. So you can continue to work on sales funnels, you continue to, work on marketing strategies, you can continue to do all those things. But if you don't step back and put branding and your irresistible brand first and foremost as the foundation, as the platform for your business, you're going to continue to struggle in business. I can guarantee that. So I invite you to continue to stay connected with me because I'm going to be sharing more videos and doing more workshops and creating more opportunities for you to really learn how to brand, how to rock your brand, and how to leverage your brand so that you can cash in and take it all the way to the bank, so that you can end that struggle, so that you can get your message out there and start working with those clients that I know that you want to work with. So thank you so much for allowing me to share my branding story, and I hope you stay tuned in to Catriceology Enterprises so that you can get what I'm calling the brand bombshells to rock the brand of you.